guys, my name is Alex and this is another recap video. Today I'm going to be my words, I'm too damn excited for this video. Today I'm going to be recapping Season 2, Episode 2 of Wynonna Earp. It was rated by Emily herself 7 out of 10 in regards to gayness. We're going to get to the gayness at the end because, like, once I start fangirling, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to stop. So I'm going to get through everything else in the episode and then we're going to get onto WayHaught. Waverly Nicole. Yeah, okay. So just quickly before I start this, for those of you that don't know, my recap videos are where I recap an episode. So if you guys have not seen the episode, I probably recommend watching that first because this is going to be full of lots and lots of spoilers. But essentially, this is just going to be me fangirling over the episode because, yeah, so much to fangirl over. Alright, let's get into this. Alright, so we should probably start off with Wynonna and Doc, I guess, because they're going through some stuff, right? They're going through some stuff. So Wynonna's still grieving. I don't think Wynonna really knows how to grieve. I don't think she really ever let herself grieve. And so now it's kind of weird for her, I guess. And I feel like she's trying to... She's trying to distract herself a little bit with Doc, maybe. But also, she genuinely has feelings for Doc, obviously. We know this. But Doc was clearly hurt by the kiss with dolls, even though... I feel like he doesn't... I don't know if he truly knows if he was, like, upset. Like, he's been saying that, you know, he's like, he doesn't care who Wynonna kisses, but, like, clearly he does. So, yeah, their relationship is a little bit rocky at the minute, but I love them. I really want them to sort of figure their shit out because I really like Wynonna and Doc. I'm not gonna lie. I love Doc. And I'm going to be honest, it takes a lot for me to love a male character in a TV show or a movie nowadays because, like, that's just, you know. But I really, really, truly love Doc and I want Doc to be happy. But yeah, it's a weird spot for both of them. Doc's also got this other thing going on with this other chick, which we'll talk about soon. Don't think it's anything romantic though, so it's not like... But yeah, he's obviously busy with some other stuff. Yeah. And then Wynonna's grieving, but also, like, she's grieving over her sister. She's sort of grieving over dolls as well. And then she's, like, trying to figure out her feelings with Doc. It's just, there's too many feelings in regards to Wynonna and Doc. But I'm hoping they figure it out because I just adore them. While we're on characters that I kind of adore, I'm not gonna, like, let's talk about, how you say her name? Lucado? She is a bitch. But I'm starting to love to hate her, right? I love hating her. I don't know, I love her sassiness towards Wynonna. I just love anyone that can sass Wynonna because I love Wynonna's responses. So anyone that can give me a reaction from Wynonna, I'm just like on board with. So I kind of like to hate Lucado and I kind of like her around. I'm not gonna lie. So as we see on later on in the episode, there is definitely some tension between her and Doc. Doc sure as hell doesn't trust her. I don't know if he knows more than us or if he just doesn't trust people in general. But they've got some tension going on because Doc just steals from her to get some money in regards to buying shorties. Doc bought shorties, which is Waverly gonna, like, start working there again? Because I would love to see her in some shorties t-shirts again. Is that bad? But yeah, so Doc bought shorties, and he's got sort of like a what's the word? I've got chemist in my head, but I don't know if that's, like, the actual word, like, of the making the stuff. Anyway, he's got, like, this lab under shorties, which he's gonna be making some stuff for. I don't know what for. There's a lot of questions surrounding Doc. He's a very mysterious dude. But getting on to that, let's talk about Rosita. Is that how you say her name? Rosita? So a new character for this season. And so she had been announced as a new character, obviously, a little while ago. But we don't really know too much of her. We still don't know too much of her, but Doc knows her. We know this. And she is a chemist of sorts. She's a cook. And Doc hires her. He sort of blackmailed her, but also hired her to help him make whatever he's trying to make, which she clearly can. But yeah, she's running from something. She's scared from something. We don't know anything about Rosita. What we know, she knows Doc, and she's really fucking hot. I'm not gonna lie, she's really hot. Alright, let's talk about sort of the bad guy of this episode, and I feel like we're getting introduced to maybe the big bad of this season. I don't know. There could be so many big bads of this season. But, so the small bad, the episode bad, were these gross fucking spiders. Spiders, no thank you. No thank you. So yeah, there was this spider infestation in this building, killing and eating people. Wynonna and Waverly find them and like study them with the help of Jeremy, and then they go find the nest and kill the spiders. And they think that it's all done. But in this process, they sort of find out that these spiders and also some revenants and also some other supernatural stuff, which we'll get onto the ghost lady in a little bit. But lots of supernatural things are coming to this building to guard this. It looks like a gate to hell, to be honest. It kind of reminded me of some Buffy gate to hell, which is really cool. I love Buffy, so anything that reminds me of Buffy, I'm so on board with. So yeah, we don't know what this thing in the ground, this door in the ground leads to, what it does, why they're protecting it, what is going to come out of it, who knows. But we know that these spiders they're protecting it. Earl, a revenant, was drawn to it to protect it as well. And then we've got these other supernatural things in this building that we discovered. So we got like these ghost ladies dressed in black haunting this building as well, and they're creepy as fuck. I hate them so much. They're so creepy. But when Wynonna like encounters them, she is instantly reminded of Willa because they smell like her apparently, which is, I feel like, even more creepy than how they look. Like this, smell is like an intense sense. I'm not gonna lie. Smell is an intense sense. Yeah, so Wynonna smells them and she says they smell like Willa. And so that makes Wynonna believe that she's been haunted by Willa. But I don't know if I feel like we came to the conclusion that it wasn't Willa. Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know. They got some like just blank faces. They sort of lift up their face, like their veil at one point, and there's like no features on their face. So literally could be anyone, but I don't know. Obviously, maybe it's not so much Willa, but maybe they sort of make people around them believe that it's someone they know. I don't know. Maybe that's one of their abilities. They make them believe they're being haunted by someone they know. Who knows? Yeah. There's so many questions with Wynonna Earp. I feel like each episode we just get more questions. So anyway, we got these creepy ass bitches in black haunting this building, which may or may not be Willa, but there was two, so I don't know who the other one was if one of them was Willa. Maybe it's Bobo dressed in black. But while we're on Willa, we need to talk about Waverly a little bit because like each episode we get more and more into how much Waverly hated Willa. Like, she really hated Willa. And I'm not sure if this hatred is intensified by the goo, where I feel like Twitter has named Dark Willa as Gooverly now. So I don't know if this hatred towards Willa is intensified by Gooverly, or if it's just like Waverly in general hated Willa that much. I feel like Waverly in general is intensified because of Gooverly. Yeah, I feel like I can't really speak, but I'm not really trusting all of Waverly's emotions and thoughts and feelings right now. Like, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it's more Gooverly now than Waverly. Like, on the first episode, I was like, oh no, Gooverly will just pop up every now and again when she's in trouble. But now I'm like, oh no, I feel like I was wrong. I feel like it's mostly Gooverly, just like imitating Waverly. I don't know. There's so many questions. And I'm really curious when people are going to find out about Gooverly. I feel like there's some spoilers ahead for future episodes, but I feel like there was a synopsis of episode 4 that went up recently, and saying that maybe Wynonna finds out about Gooverly in episode 4. There's sort of a fight to get Waverly back. I don't know if that synopsis is entirely truthful. Who knows? But I'm excited and nervous for when people find out about Gooverly. But yeah, anyway, back onto Waverly's hatred for Willa. So she hates Willa so much that like when Wynonna was talking to Waverly about this ghost that was haunting her at this building, she's like, oh, you know what we should do to get rid of this ghost? Let's burn everything of Willa's. It's like, it kind of felt like Waverly didn't actually care that this thing was haunting Wynonna, and she didn't really care about like getting rid of it so much as this was a great excuse to burn everything of Willa's. It makes me nervous how dark Waverly is getting. Alright, now let's quickly talk about Jeremy before we get on to WayHaught. I am a huge fan of Jeremy. I adore Jeremy so much. So in episode 1, when we first announced him, obviously we didn't really know much of Jeremy, but my headcanon for Jeremy was that he was Ace, because I would love an Ace character in a TV show. Now that may or may not happen, him being Ace. I don't know, I feel like it's probably not gonna happen, but I feel like we got a hint at his sexuality this episode, and I'm so excited if it's real, but like, I might just be reading into it. I don't know. Like, I feel like I could just be like reading into this because I really, really want it. But anyway, so it seems Jeremy has a huge crush on Doc, and I adore it so much. Oh man, I would so be on board with Jeremy being gay because I just adore Jeremy so much, and I think I can totally ship him and Doc because it's adorable. But I love just like, I don't know, I love how clueless Doc is, you know? And Jeremy's just like a kid. I don't know, I love it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jeremy. When he just gets nervous so quickly, especially around Wynonna. Though, to be fair, I feel like I would probably be like just as nervous if I was around Wynonna. Anyway, but he just like casually lets slip that he has an inverted nipple, okay? Yeah, I adore Jeremy, and I really hope he does have a crush on Doc, and they sort of explore that a little bit. Like, even just like, I just want to see Doc's reaction to it, you know? And I'd love to see him get a boyfriend. I love Jeremy. I'm so on board with Jeremy. Okay, let's get on to WayHaught, because I have rewatched their scenes so many times. Okay, let's start off this episode with they're still sort of fighting. What am I? Words. Nicole is still upset that she didn't sort of get, what's the word? Like, initiated into the Black Badge. She's sort of upset that she is being left out of it. And yeah, they're sort of fighting over her career, I guess, you know? She didn't get the promotion that she wanted, and Waverly's sort of not too upset about it because she doesn't want Nicole in harm's way. And there's some tension there, obviously. But even with the tension, Nicole is like still just adorable girlfriend going over to their place, and Waverly is telling her that she isn't 100% sure if she's an Earp. She's been told by a couple people that she's not an Earp, and so she's a little upset about it. And Nicole, being adorable, tells her that she's the Earpiest Earp. Okay, and then they start like kissing, and it's so cute. But then like Nicole stops, and I'm gonna put another theory out here. And I'm honestly, I feel like I'm gonna come up with all these theories until the end of time, because I honestly just really want a supernatural Nicole. I don't know why I want it so much, but I kind of do. So I'm going to keep on coming up with these ridiculous theories because I just want it so bad. But they're like making out, and then all of a sudden she stops, and Waverly's like, oh, we're still fighting. And Nicole's like, no, there's someone coming up the stairs. It's like, how did you hear that? How did you hear that? And Waverly had no idea. Have you got supernatural hearing? Look, I'm really not too convinced about my supernatural theories in regards to Nicole. Each episode, they're very weak theories, but I just want it. So yeah, Wynonna was coming up the stairs, and she comes in. I love the interaction between her and, like, Nicole. And Nicole's just like, hi, Wynonna. Oh, it kills me. Okay, moving on from that scene to, like, the scene that I've watched legit, like, 100 times already. Their first time. Okay, I have some like some stuff to say before I get into it. I am so glad that this is their first time because there's these just way too many times in shows where you've just had to assume that they've had sex, right? They're just like, you know, like fucking Supergirl, how they just wake up the next morning and it's like they don't even talk about it. It was just so... You had to, it was just like, The only indication that they had on Supergirl that they had sex was that Maggie was wearing Alex's t-shirt. That was literally the only indication. I hated it so much. And honestly, I felt like they had done that with Wynonna as well. Like Wynonna Earp. I felt like they had done that as well. Cause like, after the barn scene, like how sort of far they were going there, it kind of felt like they were, you know, already comfortable with each other at that intimacy. And so it's like, oh, I guess I have to assume that they've had sex already, right? But it was confirmed by Emily herself on Twitter that this was their first time. I just love that we actually got to see their first time. It makes me so happy. Okay, let's talk about this though, because, oh boy, it's so sweet and it's so hot in like, all at the same time. Look, so Nicole's like, you know, gives her forms to find her birth certificate and like all these sort of things to try and figure out if she's actually an Earp. And then she's like, you know, if you want me, I'm here with you, right? And then, he's so cute. And then Waverly's just like, yeah, and chucks the forms away. And then they start making out. It's a great time. And like clearly you can see, like the first stage, Nicole totally lets like Waverly take control. Like she totally lets Waverly sort of indicate how far they're gonna take it. I just love it. And then Waverly clearly wants to take it further, and Nicole stops, and I'm freaking out. Like it was a great scene, and Nicole's just like making sure that Waverly's okay with them doing this. Okay. It's really cute, but it also makes me really sad knowing that Waverly isn't actually Waverly. It's Goverly. Like, Nicole's being so sweet and making sure that Waverly's okay with this and making sure that she's comfortable with going this far. And, like, who knows if Waverly actually wanted to go that far, because it's Goverly that we so many feels. Anyway, so Waverly's clearly like, oh yeah. I'm good with this, you know. Makeup sex is the best sex, right? Anyway, so Nicole lifts Waverly. I'm gonna need a minute. I love how tall Nicole is. I love how short Waverly is. And I love the way Nicole picks up Waverly. And like, and Nicole like tilting Waverly's chin. It was a great time. I enjoyed watching it the 100 times that I've watched it. It was a great time. Okay, but like, onto some little bit disturbing thing at the end of it. Waverly, post-sex, decides that she wants to eat a fucking spider. No, she ruined it. Goverly comes out, her eyes come out, and then she eats the dead spider on the table. I hate it. I just want Waverly to be back to normal. Like, I want to completely enjoy that first time without being like, but Waverly's not actually completely there. Oh, kills me. Like, I'm also kind of excited and nervous for when Nicole finds out that Waverly's not completely Waverly. Like, oh, those feels are gonna be intense. Yeah. Okay, I think that's the recap video for today. There's just, yeah. Look, if you guys want to watch a live reaction to this, I did record a live reaction of this episode, which is on my Patreon if you guys want to go check it out. Link to my Patreon is in the description. Yeah, yeah, it was a good time. I'm just really happy. I'm just really, really happy. And like, that's a 7 out of 10 episode according to Emily. And she has said that this is not the highest level in this season. So I'm excited for 10 out of 10. Okay, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this recap video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.